The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now, let's go. Boo, landing.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Gun. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And they'll run it here. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. They find some open field here. A nice move at midfield. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want the left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go, 15.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. A shotgun snap for Smith. 20! He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, Smith. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go. Let's go. 15. 12.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown. Todd Gurley, 96 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On first down, it's Smith. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now they try the right side here. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll be a Redskin 1st down as Smith hits Crowder.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down, And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Smith. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports.
after this. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going deep for Benjamin. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Detroit!
Now back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell. They were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. They got a man. It's Woods. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Looking to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Woods. And all the way in for the touchdown. Robert Woods, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. On 1st down, Smith. He's going to look deep down the field. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to air it out for Dorsey. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. After the interception, here's Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. What a spin. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Smith on 1st down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Good place. Orange. 15, yeah. 12. Tiger. 15.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Out to the left here to Reed. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
4 down. 12. Block. 12.
On first and 10, Smith. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Smith now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Hey, on.
And they'll go on the ground. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll sneak it with Smith. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Well, they gave it a shot, quarterback sneak. Not able to get it.
No, but if you're going to call a QB sneak on 3rd down, you draw it up to get it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Maybe they were thinking 4-down territory.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They come out here in the eye.
Yeah, 52.
Smith keeps it on the sneak. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
We often hear analysts talk about a quarterback's wingspan, almost like a forward in basketball. But here's where it pays to have a long reach. They find a slight opening and are able to stick the ball forward to pick up 1st downs.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
He's going to get it running right. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Brown coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That goes for a gain of 31.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Now let's go. Green 30.
They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And a short return to the 6-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Settle down, huh? Front, front. Set, line, 80.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Smith now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. Here's Smith. And Reed with it over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
To throw is Smith. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. First target, first catch, and a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
To throw on second down is Smith. His throw incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Smith. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They're able to find Dorsett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. For Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. To throw here. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Todd Gurley, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
51 the mic, boys, 51.
Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for our visitors, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
All right, here we go.